That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Yeah, Broadcast Live, AugieRFC, this is Badass. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tony South Point. On point behind the glass, Mr. Matt, how are you, sir?
What's up?
How are you, sir? Do you think you have it worse than a black person because you have one leg?
Well, that's a tough question. I would say I would have it.
I mean, because you clearly don't have it better than a black person that also has one leg, you know?
Yeah, okay, yeah. But when it comes to someone with two legs, I think when it comes to walking, I think I have it worse.
You think it worse?
Yeah.
All right.
When it comes to walking.
Yes. What's good, everybody? Steph, Rebecca, Moody Morgan, Little Falky, Emma. Oh, no chicks in the chat. Everybody said all my female fans were Braun, Jessica, Juggalo, Keenan. How are y'all? Top 77, default 88. Everybody, how are you? It's gonna be one of them. I haven't really looked too far into this, but I figure I'd get a joke out of her too. My relationship with Patty Paige. I initially thought she was very clever, very funny, very witty. I only passed by in the night. I was on a stream with her like for a second. I think it was on Edwin's stream. I didn't really have much of a negative opinion of her. But if you look, like, just do like a Twitter advanced search and write like white people, it's kind of funny. Yeah, it's like more white people in the villa. This is July 20th for a show sponsored by Just Eat UK. There is no flavor, no spikes. Too many white people. You sound like a Klansman. The overwhelming amount of non-POCs in the comments. I wish sometimes y'all would shut up. Shut up. Because of your ethnicity. And leave the section to the people most effective. Too many white people talking minorities. What's the limit? That's what I would love to ask the Klansmen here. like is it like over 5 or is like under, or let's go percentage wise. Is 20% or 30% over? You know, just stop there. Stop. Shut up. Commentary is occupied by 90% white people. At some point, we have to acknowledge that most people don't want me occupying that space. Are you fucking kidding me? You're a budding lolcow. What are you talking about? Carry on. Carry on. My followers see the difference in how I'm treated. I don't know. It's like I've never met anybody in my life that when they start, making race the basis of absolutely all their comments, and usually too many followed by a name that ethnicity, it begs a negative response. I mean, call me crazy. That's what that's what usually happens. People tend not to like that. I mean, I can't imagine why a person of color would be like, there's too many fucking persons of color around here. They need to leave and shut up. I mean, I think that's the time to speak up. As a person of color, call me crazy. As a half-white person, what happens if I enter a room already full with white capacity? Am I only half allowed in?
You just got to you're halfway in the door.
Halfway in the door. I guess, I'm not trying to grandstand or anything, but if I were, I'm going to, I guess. I'll try to do it as... Have I experienced racism for like Puerto Rican kids and black kids? Yes, but probably no more than the same kids that grew up in my area did. So it didn't significantly affect me or upend me. And let's just be honest, I'm white, I don't get a card. But I did see it upend somebody else. My aunt married a man from St. Croix, somebody we love very much. And I watched it affect... he got my cousin, of course, from another marriage. It's an interracial couple. And while I can't speak for them, I don't think they experienced a lot of bigotry being an interracial couple. I did watch my cousin suffer from bigotry. Oh, she got to go to school and hear the N-word lover stuff. But, and it was a majority white kids that were doing it. But it wasn't top heavy. She got it from both ends. So I have seen people like affected like this. We're talking somebody in 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, And the thing that gets me, I would take this as a joke normally, and I'm all about jokes. And I'm sure she didn't mean anything by this as far, but our genes are so messed up. Before my daughter's, how do you say that? Melanin. That's what makes your skin dark. I forgot to fucking call it. Melanonin. 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 No. I forgot. I can't say it. Came in. I thought I had a whole white. Horrors. Most people are just happy to have 10 fingers and 10 toes. That's usually like, I don't know, when I'm a father, I'm like, please don't let them be fucked up with all the drugs I did. Please. But, I'm glad your baby looks darker now and it can satisfy your bigotry. That's great. I don't know. I don't get that. I don't understand that. No sane person would. But I mean, look, if she was just joking around, but there's all these other comments right here that makes me think that fucking statement is like major league fucked up. Call me crazy. Call me nuts. Call me, let's see. I think we have some other gems here. Oh,
that's a lot of money, I guess.
What's this right
for
here?
A person of color.
AugieRFC fun. It's hashtag stop Asian hate. Patty Paige's racist rants must be stopped. I had a whole white baby. Don't talk to me. Dating with ancestral traits skip generations, so your kids almost don't even look related since they got beautiful genes, probably because it's baby back bullshit. I had a whole white baby. That's terrible. I don't know. I just like I don't care about like bringing your daughter out and joking around, but like when you have past statements. All right, we already have this one. And it's kind of sad because I thought Patty was generally funny. She turns out that she's full of hate. So what Augie's done, is, I guess, challenge her to debate. I don't know what she could possibly debate. I mean, but this is it. Mediocre white people. Can you imagine saying that about any other group of people? Mediocre white people have been winning this whole time. Well, they're not mediocre then, are they? Mediocre people tend to have been some of the time. She's stupid too. When black people win awards, this is what y'all do every time. What's with y'all? They say that in England? I don't know.
They say that where I'm from.
Yeah. Shut up, you hillbilly. don't ruin it for her. I don't know. Are we adopting? Are we culturally appropriating here? You're not American. You did the same with Holly Berry in Monsters Ball.
What?
I think I know what she's talking about. Holly Berry I like Holly Berry. I think she's a great actress. And she's fucking fine, even at 50 years old. I want to say it was the early 2000s. She got an Academy Award for Monsters Ball. I've never seen that movie, so
it's a good movie.
Was it? I could totally believe like she earned the award because she's an amazing actress. Like she can do it all. She's always been able to do it all. And what is with my fucking eyebrow here? I don't know what's going on there. Am I getting that old where my eyebrows are getting bushy? Oh, what the fuck, man? Ugh. It comes for everyone, my friends. White people are mean as hell. Fuck is wrong? You sound pretty mean. You sound mean to me.
I mean, I can be mean, I guess. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't think anybody's gonna lock on being mean.
I apologize for being mean, for being white.
Now, if she said Russians, that would have been okay. Russians are mean. Jesus Christmas. We're gonna play. Oh, so I think she carried on a bit when she got the award, and there was some criticism of the way she handled it. And I think, if I remember correctly, Denzel Washington won the award for Best Actor or Best Supporting Actor for Judgment Day, which is a great fucking flick, and it was well deserved. Good movie. Actually, the movie's a little overrated, but his performance is like off the meat hook, right? And she made it about herself, and Denzel pointed to
That's
Sidney
a lot
Poitier,
of money, I guess, for a
who
person
I'm
of
sure
color.
experienced a lot of bigotry coming up in Hollywood, and said, "It's always you. It's always you." And she carried on, man. I mean, I'm sorry. Like this is kind of horseshit. I mean, how much bullshit did, especially from the internet, did Captain Marvel take? Not all of it deserved. Some of it. Yeah. How much? They probably went over the top with her. I don't particularly like her either. But you do kind of scratch the surface. She's not as bad as they say she is. She's still kind of a dipshit. What's her name? Blair. What the? Captain Marvel. What's her name? Help me.
Marvel.
Oh, you're fucking worthless. You're just worthless as my cat trying to get crickets.
I don't watch Marvel movies. Brie Larson.
Brie Larson. That's her name. Thank you. Just a kid that rants. She didn't deserve. You only deserve what you asked for.
Tommy just called a one-legged man worthless.
Oh, look at him.
By the way. Yeah.
What?
I said Tommy just called a one-legged man worthless.
It's worthless. Yes, then you can play it that way. Get a one-legged brain. Brie Larson.
Incoming.
Yeah, some of it was like kind of over the top. I remember when I looked into that situation, and like she said something. I didn't make this movie for white men. It wasn't Captain America. It wasn't Captain Marvel. So it was a different film. And while that's kind of a silly thing to say, I don't know. Is that a silly thing to say? I'm trying to be fair here. It's definitely bad optics. It's like saying you asked for it and trying to put the nuance that deserved it part. It's not good optically. I mean, I don't think you have to, you have to make a movie. If you set out and make a movie, and I'm going to make a movie for a certain demographic, yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Nah.
I think talking down to like a middle-aged white guy who's asking a question who might be interested in the film, it's bad business and bad optics. But whatever happened to say, I'm sorry, that's not what we were going for.
Yeah.
There's plenty of middle-aged white men like dumb stuff. Mediocre white people have been winning this all the time. Okay, two white people talking about racism with that one black person president isn't a conversation. It's not a discussion. Oh, thank you. Where did she get all her experience from? Growing up in the wonderful first world country. You're talking to your own people about microaggressions and the experience of a community that you do not belong to. Well, fuck them then. Maybe we shouldn't help. Like that. That's what it sounds like. If you give a shit, if you're white and you're progressive, which most of it's virtue signaling, but I'm sure there's progressives out there that actually care about minority issues, and you want to help people, then everything about her is just shut up.
Yeah.
And then if you look at the Klan, and you probably think the title's like incendiary or what have you. It's kind of what they're. Everything's about shut up black people. So she just seems to be from the same mold. Oh, I fucked it up. No, where's my? Oh, there it is. There you go. Imagine black women walking in the countryside and causing complaints. Imagine old white people thinking country song belongs to them. Like, where does that come from? BBC hits back at Country File. Viewers moan about a feature on black women's group. Well, that's fucking stupid, but who are they? White woman gets pushed to the ground and cuffed in protest, gets a whole ass interview. A black person gets beat up, crickets. Oh, give me a fucking break. Wait, March, are you kidding me? My country's turned out upside down. Who are you kidding, crickets? Who are you kidding me? I get white people don't experience police brutality, but you got to see who you're choosing to give a platform to. Oh, and somebody who calls themselves a CEO knows. Like, what is she basing her experience on? Like, what's her education level? I mean, or is she just like, regurgitating fucking talking points? I'm going with regurgitation. And you know what? I think that's why she won't get into it with Augie, because I think at some level she knows she's stupid. She's challenged by.
Well, it's just interesting the fact she spent last night subtweeting Augie. And
it's funny.
Like, yo, let's go.
You have these guys on here that make racist jokes or edgy or something like that, and it doesn't mean they're bigoted or racist or anything. I don't think nobody made more white people jokes on earth than Dave Chappelle. Good ones too.
Yeah,
deserved ones. I find white people irritating for the same reason a lot of black people do. I've always felt that way. Well, anyway, those are jokes. I think you can objectively say, when you're talking like this, you're a bigot. It's just that simple. You're a fucking bigot. And then you can move the goalposts and you can gaslight all you want and you can change the rules. You can't experience racism because essentially I say so. Because usually when I say so, it's usually followed by something that makes absolutely no sense. No sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
We're getting to the point where white people are being treated like the N-word. Hope you all see now. We tried to be peaceful. They retaliated with force. Seattle, SPD pepper sprayed child during the time was a peaceful rally. Well, if it's peaceful, why not pepper spray? Let's see the clip. I don't even believe half these fucking things.
This happened last year during the riots.
Things. Oh, they had peaceful protests in New Jersey during this whole fucking nightmare. If you expect an apology video from Sanders Kennedy, it's not the same as Sebastian. We need to discuss why black people are held to a completely different standard than whites, even in the same industry. I'm just going to report this. White people aren't the enemy. I can't express enough. Some are using their privilege to stand behind us. You should just reverse them all. Let's try that. Let's go back. Let's read some other stuff. With an overwhelming amount of non-blacks in the comments, I wish sometimes you all would shut up and leave that section to the people most effective. That's a lot many of money, I black guess, people
for a person of color
overtaking whites. If your sentence starts with "I'm not a biopic, but," just stop there. Commentary is occupied by 90% black people. At some point, we're gonna have to acknowledge most don't want me occupying the space. My fathers seem different how I'm treated. If any white person said that, would be like, "Shut the fuck up," and probably rightfully so.
Yeah.
Mediocre black people have been winning this whole time, which is I still think that's an oxymoron. When white people win awards, this is all you do every time. You did the same thing with Susan Sarandon. I don't know. No, that's ridiculous. What else you got for me though? Is there anything else?
Right,
I think this is beyond question that she's got issues.
Yeah, check your DMs real quick. I got stuff that's like what's going on right now.
Super. Diorio tweets?
Or it's screenshots of Petty Paige.
I feel like she tweets shit like this once a week. Some of y'all need just to admit you don't like outspoken black women. Yeah, that's a really great way. Like, I'm not obnoxious. I'm not racist. It's because it's so funny. And that the N-words should just stay in line and go. Just to ask us why you attack the black women and not two white men you were arguing with. Is this what this is? Is it it's not criticism, it's attack? Of course, an argument. Laura says, of course, and with that argument, everyone loses, right? If you haven't noticed, I'm Asian, brown Asian, and that I do recognize what's going on, but not everything in the world is about that. You guys were asses to each other. And when she's saying you guys, she's not saying like black people. You have poked her before when sometimes she comes. Laura, your brown Asian experience isn't compared to my black experience. How long did you sit in the back of the bus? I mean, oh, wait a minute. That didn't happen in your country? And ever. And you're not American.
Yeah.
If poked by you mean question her integrity. Well, I'm questioning your integrity. Oh, wait a minute. That's, yeah, I get it. Then, yeah, I did. That's not poking anyone's proverbial bear. That's simply saying that don't add up. Well, this adds up. It's fucking pretty clear. That's up to me. And what else has he got?
So this is when she started subtweeting Augie.
This is the same people who have their chat spell out the N-word and allegedly make lynching jokes. Allegedly? Absolutely
Now,
they do.
The person in that chat, I'm hearing Dumpy,
Yeah.
Mod, who said N,
Yeah.
he's black.
I know Dumpy's black. We've had him on the arcade a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's our token. That's why I've been kind of promoting him and say, go check him out. And, I actually, on one arcade stream, I sat him aside and I said, this is what you got to try doing, to improve. Because I hate black people so much. I want to help them. Yeah, because I don't want any black people in this space. That's why I'm talking to Dumpy on how his content could be better and how he can become more successful. She's a moron. Like, one of the things you notice about bigots, like the Klan types or the white supremacists, they're all dumb. I mean, look at what's his name, General Baked Alaska. I call him General because apparently he's the biggest threat that the Capitol's ever seen since England burned it to the ground. He's an idiot. I think it's fair to say he's a cloud chasing idiot. Most of the people on the right think he's a moron. The far right. Let's see what else we got. The same people live in art parodies of George Floyd's death. I am done. I literally am not arguing with the truth. I had no idea she was just an extension of them. What's going on here? What's he criticizing?
Complete scumbags.
Wow.
Colton,
What? It's a horrible image.
what is wrong with you? Hey, that was Colton. What? Oh.
Yeah, Colton drew that, by the way. It's a picture of me kneeling on Nicholas Fiorio's
that's
neck.
the type
Bro,
of
you're
artist.
gonna get flat
Yeah, Augie said he only likes artists that draw pictures of him.
Hey! Listen.
This is why all artists are bad. Why are you showing this on stream, bro? This is bad.
Nick told me to.
Yeah. Patty Paige might try to pin it on you, even though you didn't make it. You're right, Edwin.
That's the thing
Yeah.
This is fucking is.
Nick's an asshole. What the fuck?
And this is what I mean. Like, I could look at this and see what it first they draw it, and I could look at her tweet about her child and say, okay, that's funny. Yeah. But backed up with the other stuff, I've never seen Augie say something like, black people need to shut up.
Right. Well, it's just like
Not
in
with,
that video, they were shocked. They were like, "Hey, don't draw this! Like, what are y'all doing?"
Up.
Like that was.
I mean, they're not laughing because of Joy Ford. They're laughing because it's fucking so outrageous. I mean, it's very clear.
It's like, Jesus Christ, dude! Like, calm down.
I mean, I know a lot of people think, when you see something like this, you're supposed to virtue signal. Not everybody's like that. I hate that. I would never listen to Augie again if he did that.
Yeah.
What do we got here? Augie going to the throat.
Once again, I'm throwing down the gauntlet to challenge me live on Edwin's stream tomorrow on Wednesday night. I'm going to be there, all right? And listen, all right, Petty Paige.
He wrote hate stops here. Yeah, I'd bow out of this too. I know Augie's going to get mad at me for saying that, but if I were you, I'd bow. You're not equipped. You're not equipped to take over this mediocre incel white man. What does that say about you?
Paige, undoubtedly.
Nice apartment. Oh, that looks good. In the kitchen looks nice.
Undoubtedly a racist. Nice. I mean, is anyone even going to debate this?
And how much you want to bet he's never going to decorate it, never do anything with it until he finds a girlfriend? He's just going to stay white as fuck, right?
I mean,
yep.
I mean, that's my style too.
And then after a while, start putting goddamn Sonic the Hedgehog photos up and put this stupid horse shit.
I hope Petty Paige will, because I have been trying to get to the bottom of this since December, and she's been constantly just completely ignoring me, except to call me a racist online, you know, after she blocked me, all right? Somebody needs to stand up to this woman, all right? I mean, what are the races
You're the man to do it.
that she hates the most, all right? If you were asked Petty Paige, what are your 2 least favorite races, she would tell you Asian people and white people, all right?
At least we got it over white people. That's 1 and 2, right? Shoot.
Yeah.
You know, here's another thing. She's something. No, something. When you say Asian, in the United States, you think of China, Japan, Cambodia, Thailand. When they say Asian over England, it encompasses that group as well as Indians, as well as Pakistanis.
Right.
You know, so I mean, it's a complete. I mean, I don't know how she means it, but I know, living in Europe as long as I have, Asian means something very different in the United States. You know, Asian means. Can I say that? No, I gotta really walk the fucking plank here.
Yes, please walk the line here, Tommy.
Yeah. You know how. Well, they say brown people. You're not supposed to say yellow people, right? And I don't say that. It's not something that comes out of my mouth. All right. We'll do it this way. Asian in England means the people formerly known as yellow people and brown people. So she's not just talking about, you know, Chinese, Vietnamese. She's talking about a swath of people.
And as a proud representative of both, I feel like there's literally nobody more.
You'll get crushed. He's so much funnier than you. I know that meme's been going on a while. I never commented on it before, but it's funny. Sometimes I don't like. Sometimes I don't like to. Like, I don't want to take stuff from his show because I want to differentiate his show. But privately, I've been laughing my ass off on the Asian thing with him.
More qualified?
Yeah.
I think Petty Paige was watching this clip and being like, "Wait a second, is Augie Asian? Like what?"
That's why he hates her so much.
Yeah.
Than me to challenge her to stand up to this hateful, evil woman. So again, I'm gonna be there tomorrow on Edwin's stream.
This is good. This is like a wrestling promo. It's so good. It's like a good wrestling promo.
Are you gonna be there? I sure hope so, because it's about time somebody challenged.
There's Wang in the chat. AugieRFC. You created that meme? Nick did? I didn't know that.
All right. All you can do is just call me the racist, all right, on your Twitter account that you have me blocked from. Okay, how am I supposed to respond to that? That's not fair. Wait a minute, you're misusing your platform. And coming from the most racist person on the internet that I know, that being you, all right, somebody needs to step.
Who's the most racist internet person I know? She's up there. She's definitely the most racist person in commentary. Hands down. I'm trying to think.
I don't want to say who I think is probably.
Type it to me, and I'll say it. Maybe.
All right. I'll DM it to you.
Yeah. I want to know what you think. Bowbacks? Come on, man.
What?
I'm just kidding. Come on, man. No, he didn't write bowbacks. Yeah, you don't want to say it because it might blow back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. I won't say it for that. I'd actually. Is he racist or just obnoxious though? I can't really tell if he's legit.
Whether he's racist or not, I still think I kind of like him in the sense that he's funny at times.
Yeah, he is funny.
And he's yeah.
She's funny too.
Yeah.
I actually I've seen her say funny stuff before. There's no doubt.
I genuinely think Petty Paige is funny, and I genuinely think she does not mean what she tweets. She's just trying to troll. I think she's trolling people. Like, I think that's what she likes to do.
I don't know, but she sounds like what's is a master race. You know? Fuck. We gotta start uploading the shows to what you call it again. I haven't done it in a year.
Step up to you. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be there. Are you gonna be there? Probably not. But you know what? I mean, one can only.
See, I got nothing but time on my hands. I got a woman in this house, and I'm fucking on my computer all the time. So why don't I just fucking throw down a challenge to you, and you can make some cash on it? You're brilliant. Yeah. And no pictures are going up on this wall. You're not going to see one. Maybe Sonic after I tap out and really become an incel. You know?
Yeah,
hope,
like Augie's
okay.
like the only incel right now.
You know, I'm the same way, though. I didn't have shit in my wall until I started dating abroad. And all of a sudden, shit starts showing up. I got you this. And I bought you a Goodfellas poster. You know, or something like that.
Yeah. I'm big on playing walls because I don't like moving. Like, I don't like a lot of
Yeah, I know. Like, guys are awful. Like, they don't decorate anything. You know?
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you. I wouldn't decorate this room fucking all if I didn't think arcades were a cool background. I couldn't give a fuck.
Do you get pussy?
Sometimes. Real alpha male. Ain't dead yet. Fire loves me. Good.
So retweet this if you think I should debate Petty Paige, or if you think she should debate me, because I'm literally sitting here like I'm like a wild animal.
What does she think of Irish people? I wonder about that.
It's interesting.
Petty don't like patties. I mean, I'm talking about the real Irish, one she's probably had contact with. Wouldn't it be funny if she just came out and did all the stereotypes? They're drunks, they beat their women, you know. Great.
Eat potatoes.
You know, they're really one of the ways to deal with bigotry, and I got this from Stern, and I think it had a real positive effect until, you know, the Democratic Party decided that, you know, it was okay to kind of treat one group of people different than another after fucking 50 years of preaching that it was wrong. Is to laugh at it. It's funny. Like, Patty's funny because she's an ignorant boob. The best of the KKK guy, Daniel Carver, is he still alive? Stern would just come out as a Jewish man and a black woman ran that Howard Stern show. Daniel Carver, is he still alive? Yes,
yeah, he's still alive.
You know, he looked old. He looked like he was in his 70s back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Daniel Carver is a white supremacist, the grand dragon of the invisible empire.
Invisible
it's invisible,
empire?
all right. Nobody fucking sees it.
Oh, these KKK guys are nerds, dude. They're freaking geeks. We are the grand wizards and the invisible
He actually
empire.
said the most, and I think it's funny because it makes a jackass out of him. He said the most racist thing I heard in my entire life. Daniel Carver. What's his name? I was young because I'm the same age as Tiger Woods, or maybe he's a year older than me. Tiger Woods had just won, like, when you're from Augusta, he's like a god over there too. Like one champion after another. He's won like the Masters like 2 times in a row, whatever the fuck it was. So Stern decides to bust this Klansman's balls. He says, so you know, you live there. I think Daniel Carver lives down in Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. So what do you think? Tiger Woods, another Masters victory. And he turns around and snaps at media. Well, a horse wins the Kentucky Derby every year. I'm like, oh my God. This is the most racist thing I think I've ever heard in my life. That wasn't in Mein Kampf. You know?
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's nothing. Yeah. And then he starts going on. I can't outrun a horse. I'm thinking it's golf, dude. The white people dominated for generations. What self-respecting black man would want to play golf anyway? Jesus.
I don't know.
Maybe when you get old. Golf just even now, like, it just looks so stupid to me. I always think of, what's his name, Sandler, when he says, I had to wear clothes like that, so I have to kick my... If I wore clothes like that, I have to kick my own ass. Sometimes. Grand Wizard. We have membership opportunity for you. You would make a good addition. Think I'm Catholic, so go fuck yourself. You know, you guys hate them too. They're not allowed.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, maybe we're going to soften it up and let the Catholics in, but no Italians.
There were stories of them ransacking like stores owned by Catholics. And
oh yeah, they're just as bigoted towards Catholics or Protestants.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, look, Jews and blacks took the brunt of it. I'm not going to sit there and say that, but yeah, they really hate Catholics. It's a hate machine. That's all it is. We started scaring people, and you know, from speaking out, from saying things. And then, you know, just started fucking hanging people. It's like, it's kind of what what's her face in Star Wars is trying to say before they fired her. Like, this is how it starts. And historically, she's correct. But, you know, it's better to fire her than to acknowledge that she's 100% correct. Hey, hand up if you were actually born in Ireland or Northern Ireland. Not me. I wasn't. My family's from Cork, though. Chloe Bowie. Irish broads. Oh, God, they're such a pain in the ass. Oh, my God. Ugh. What a pain in the ass, Irish broad. I would actually, if you really like Irish people, don't date the Irish. Date the ones that are like 2 generations deep in the States. They're much more fun. They're much more fun. Irish girls are party girls until they drop dead of fucking some kind of liver problem.
Oh yeah, they're pretty. God, they're pretty women.
Oh, they're pretty girls. Yeah, sure. Not as good looking as Germans, but they're alright.
I don't know. I like kind of like the way they look. I don't know.
Like Irish, I love the way they talk.
Yeah,
they're all exactly, you know, the great thing about Irish girls, they're all tomboys. Yeah, they're all tomboys, and they really front like to bring it. I don't want to bring it. I want to stay. That's why I married a German broad.
Yeah.
Guys made me crazy. Like I thought I wanted that when I was a kid. Like, I'm gonna marry an Irish girl, and I'm so glad I didn't. What happened is a bunch of them moved to where I'm from, and I'm like, no, that's not gonna work. And I'm just kidding. I still go to Ireland to be with these people. They moved back. I'm saying all these horrible things. Yeah. But they're lots of fun, but all difficult to handle. What the fuck is although the smartest thing I ever heard in my life, like one of the big ass kick moments that changed me for the better, was when my father fucking shut me down when I made an atheist crack. I told you that story the other day. I think I've told it on here before. But the other one was from I was visiting my parents, and I was like a lot of these YouTubers. I was fucking self-righteous, big grandstander. And my parents paid her to clean the house, and she always did a good job when she showed up. And she comes over. She goes, "Tommy, I haven't seen you here in a while. Hey, you look kind of glum. What's wrong?" And I said, I hope the person. Well, I don't care because I grew out of it. All right. I said I went to a wedding, and I saw a man die at this wedding, my girlfriend, and they just kind of scooped him up, and the wedding went on, and I thought that was really disrespectful to this man. And she looks at me and she goes, "Oh, what happened? Like, what was you all doing?" It's like, well, he was dancing a few minutes, and they were all drinking, and I guess, he's making an exception. He probably, from what I understand, he should have been drinking, and he's making an exception for his, his nephew. But I don't know. Like, it felt very selfish to just keep it going and just kind of pick him up and go off the floor. And she looks at me. She goes like this, "Selfish? Is that what you said?" And I just looked at her. This big long pause. He goes, "I think that's the most selfish thing I've ever heard in my life. The man died doing what he's dancing with a girl and he's having a drink. And you go, do you want to go another way? Would you like to go in a hospital? You really need to get your priorities straight. How dare you?" And she walked away. "How dare you?" And she just went on cleaning. She was right. She's fucking right.
Nice. We'll get you off.
Stop the spam. Toxic, this is boring. Stop the spam, buddy. Ban fucking Joe Harvey. Fuck his ass. Whatever.
Are you sure?
Yeah. What's his problem? Hold on a second. Maybe I shouldn't. I hate emo kids the most. They have the worst hands. Yeah, unbanned in a while, though, I guess.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, scroll. I wanted to ban somebody. There you go. There you go. Go fuck yourself. Don't bitch about my fucking one-legged co-host.
Hey, yeah. Don't bitch about me.
All right, is there anything else? What is this video? I know we had this in the I know we had this in. There's a. I guess they're throwing down. What is this horse shit right here?
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new on my channel, hi and welcome. My name is Magdal, and there's some drama going down on Twitter between drama.
Is she okay? Oh no, that's the one that does the CP.
No, she had a situation.
Yeah, I remember her.
Channels
Okay.
Dustin.
Well, I'll wipe this slate clean.
Daily, Patty Paige, and Nick Snyder, and commentary channel Ashley, who used to be a friend of Creepshow Art.
And a bigger fan of Elvira.
This particular drama started when Ashley made this tweet about Creepshow Art, texting Gabby Hanna from her new number and allegedly asking Gabby Hanna to make a
person of color.
I take back what I said with a Matt Marvel. Don't ban me. I don't know what you said, so you got lucky.
Video about Ready to Glare. I covered that Creepshow
And she sends money in. I can't do anything about it.
Art versus Gabby Hanna alliance situation in the video I uploaded yesterday, and I'll have it linked in the description box below for anyone who hasn't seen it. But when Ashley made her tweet, Dustin Daly quote tweeted Ashley's.
Where's she from? She from Africa?
I think she's. I don't want to say. I don't really know where she's from, but I know she's
It's an
not.
adorable accent. I gotta be honest with you.
Tweet. And then Patty Paige replied to Dustin's quote tweet, and a long back and forth went down between the parties from there. Nick Snyder got involved somewhere in the middle. It was a whole lot of tweets flying around. And please forgive me if I don't get everything in the exact order in which they
Then what's the fucking point?
happened, because I saw the argument after the fact, but I will do my best.
Oh, these fucking teach-ins. All right, I had enough.
That stuff basically explains like how this started.
Starting not to
Between
care.
Ashley, yeah.
Oh,
Between Ashley
somebody's ripping
and-
off Bowbacks here.
Yeah.
I think I got enough of this shit. What do y'all want? You want calls? I think that's it, right? All right.
Yeah. Well, there's one thing I wanted to.
Sure, go ahead.
I sent you from Deity.
Oh, well, really? We're talking about him?
He
Okay,
went
go
over.
ahead.
It's a screenshot. He was going over some of the stuff between me and Dustin Daly, and I got a screenshot of my tweet.
Talks about gay people.
So I saw this. I was like, what?
Dustin Daly, do they offer degrees for T channels? Apparently, I need one to have an opinion or come to any conclusion. You're a T channel. Your job is to get news on drama, and you stirred the pot instead of asking for elaboration, which is unprofessional, which you admitted to. So good for you. And what was he saying? So what's this about? I don't understand the context.
Well, that's me, Tommy, in the bottom.
Yeah, I know that's you in the bottom. But what the fuck? So what? Oh, they're going over your thing, I guess. Is that it?
Yeah. It was just weird. Yeah.
To see your neck. Oh, this is just weird for you. I think it's weird you don't have a leg. I think it's a lot weirder than this shit.
Okay.
that's a bit. That's something you don't see every day. And what is he? It's victim complex. Isn't he like constantly fucking not like dropping victim cards necessarily for himself, but for everybody else? He hands out the victim cards.
Yeah.
This guy's actually kind of funny because he's really stupid too. Fucking, I don't know. Man, the water in the trailer got infected. I don't know.
Jesus.
Something. I don't know what's going on there.
That's all I got for you, Tommy.
All right. Black people are only allowed to call. Batnig, you're on the air. How can I help you? Batnig?
Yo.
To the back of the bus with you, sir. How are you, sir? What's going on?
I do not care about BLM. However, I do care about love phones.
You want a love phone? I can't do that now. We're supposed to be doing.
I'm asking now.
I wasn't going after BLM as much as that's too political for me.
No, it's just
publicly
just making a crack.
Yeah. What do you think her problem is? You know, I'm not trying to ask you as a black person. I think that's fucking kind of racist. I'm asking you as a person. Yeah. What the fuck's the problem here?
I think she's kind of racist. Personally, I don't think she's trolling. I mean, see, I mean, you could say she's just, I don't know what, like Kanye said, like slavery was a choice. Like she's mentally putting herself as a slave all the time.
Oh boy, that was fucking based. I know what Kanye meant by that. I mean, the sentence slavery in this choice. First of all, it's an oxymoron. Slavery is not a choice. Otherwise, it'd be something other than slavery. So I guess what he was saying, he was dramatically. I don't think it's a very good term. To be honest with you, slavery is not a choice.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. But yeah, I mean, if you're constantly thinking that people are, if you explain every mishap in your life, because of your ethnicity, and by the way, I have seen Italians do this. They're white. Oh, it's because I got too many vowels in my name. And I have seen Boston Irish do it. I don't like it because they're Irish. No, I mean, actually, even 2 generations like Southie types. And so it's not black exclusive, this shit. I do notice one thing. So white people aren't above pulling, maybe not so much nowadays, the race card, but they definitely did the turn of the century in the United States. All right. I even heard that. I mean, even hear that shit like growing up, like, you know, everything. The conflict in Northern Ireland's a little different. I mean, that's really a problem with the English government. I mean, obviously there's something there that's tangible, but if you explain, like, I didn't get this job, or I didn't, because I'm Irish, or I didn't do this, I didn't do that, and everything bad that happens to you, you're gonna go, unless there's like a war, or is there, like it's 1950s America. I really don't. I don't think you got a case, and I think you're just hurting yourself at the fucking end of the day by blaming it. I like the idea, whereas if you have an incident of racism, you take that incident, like a specific incident. You go to a job and they say, we already have enough black people. Oh, that needs to be corrected, and point to that particular thing, not explain every boogeyman like sort of vague terms. Then I just think you're a fucking loser. And I don't know what's wrong with her, because she seems to have it pretty good. Is it that badly? Did you ever have white kids fuck with you growing up?
I had one person who was kind of like racist beliefs when I was like 5, and then that guy ended up being my best friend.
Oh, really? It was probably the environment. Yeah, but it was probably because of the environment he grew up in. I mean, I've been
no. He lived like right next to me.
Oh, really? What was he saying to you?
He just didn't like me. He thought, okay. He thought if I touched him in a game of tag, he would turn black.
That'd be a badass game of tag. Somebody probably, he's fucking 5. That's my son's age. Jesus Christ. Yeah. That's too. Wow. Yeah. Like that. I wouldn't even call it racist. It's just painfully ignorant. But I think we can tolerate painful ignorance from 5-year-old boys. As long as it just doesn't keep going. Did he win every game, or are you just too fast?
No. He also like genuinely hated me. He thought I was just a straight up retard.
Oh, really? I think that's a little.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of.
What about as an adult or a teenager?
No, he hated me until I was like 10.
No, I'm talking about like any kind of ants. You ever feel like you got shafted because?
No, I personally haven't. I'm not going to say that's for everyone.
No, sure, fair enough. No, I'm sure it wasn't. I'm sure it wasn't. I saw some. I
don't really think, like, personally, like, I feel like it's, as a black person, I don't really feel like there's cases of institutional racism or stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe, like, I just think there's just cases of it.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. Agree with you. And I also think if, sometimes when you have historical perspective and you look back and maybe something was instituted and, it may not have been instituted with the intent to oppress, but it did. I think somebody like Ben Shapiro was talking about the way they used to kind of divide districts up in housing in a certain part of the United States. It kind of excluded black people from being able to get, but it wasn't instituted to keep blacks from buying things, but generally that had the effect. That would be kind of institutional racism. Sometimes we can look back historically and say, okay, this is fucked up. This wasn't fair for this certain group of people. Let's get it fixed.
But would you say it was like institutionally racist back in the day?
I see. You think I got see? I grew up just like you. Wow, what was it like back in the day? I didn't really see anything that hardcore. The worst thing I saw was in high school, and this was bad. A black guy became homecoming queen. A homecoming queen. No, that would have been funny too. A black guy became the homecoming king, and the place went berserk. And I get the feeling, like I was born in 1976. Okay, I get those feeling those guys that were born like 72, 71. There was like a cutoff there. Like I think they grew up with a little more of that working class white racism than I did. Here's another thing. My dad worked in a corporation, right? I come from working class background as far as my grandparents are concerned. But, my dad and my uncle was a cab driver. My dad went to college. So, when you have educated people around, they're going to tell you, you see all those white kids over there complaining, oh man, blacks get this, everybody's fucking always a victim. Yeah, ignore those fucking guys. That was my family. Ignore those assholes. They're idiots. They don't know what they're talking about. They're losers, and they're going to blame everything on black people going forward, and they're never going to accomplish anything. So I naturally was told to avoid jackasses like that. Yeah. So I don't think it was that bad back in the day. I have said before, I think it was harder for gays back in the day. When I as a 12,
I think
13,
it's staying now.
Being gay?
I mean, I grew up with homophobia, around.
You think that has more to do with your ethnicity?
No,
though? Because
no, nothing to do with that. No. I just see more people have a bit more of a hatred of gay people.
Well, I don't see that at all. I think gays have never been more open, more allowed to
yeah. It's definitely better, but it's I don't know.
I will say this. I remember it was a controversial show. Johnny Depp was on a show called 21 Jump Street, and they had an episode where they're trying to find these guys are going around just beating up gays for the sake of beating up gays, and their job was to kind of infiltrate and find it. I remember being a controversial show. This was a problem around the United States in the 80s. People would go to gay bars to beat up gays, and it was not uncommon. And I think around, I want to say the mid-90s, that really turned around. I don't think it was very safe because, being gay, I would say in 1985, it was like you must be a child molester. And thank God that went away. You must be a child molester because nobody would ever want to do that. Nobody thought about, there's biological difference. People's brains are wired differently. The fact that homosexuality has been around since the dawn of time. It was always lesbians were a little more tolerated, but still frowned on. And gay men were evil. I saw that. I saw that. I saw people. I saw that. And I even, I'm talking as a 12-year-old, thought the same thing. I was around. It wasn't until I really got to high school and said, "This is fucking crazy. This is no different the way they treated black people. This is nuts."
It's not even just here. Think about the whole world. I know, if you go to a certain place in the world, it's still really bad.
Hopefully over time, when stuff like that comes out of the West, where we're hey, we don't throw our gays off a roof. And that.
But then again, it's America and all these countries telling us how to live our lives again. It's that's been history.
Yeah. But you have to do it with influence. Show them it's a better life for everybody.
Do you get pussy?
Everywhere.
Dude, I slay.
But you have to get over that religious thing. The mono party, Dems and Republicans kept us all divided and partnered with the corporation. Working class whites and blacks aren't that different. No, there definitely seems to be I will say this. When I was growing up, the word to solve racial differences was to unite. Now is a message of division. From places like BLM, separating whites from blacks and stuff like that.
No, that's just a whole different conversation.
That's crazy. That's scary. I'll be honest with you. That's fucking nuts. And I think Patty Paige echoes some of that sentiment. And
I think she's racist.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, I don't like calling people racist. I hate the way racist is tagged by a fucking joke. I hate the fact that I made a sexist crack, and somehow that means I'm misogynist. If she makes this tweet any other time, she's just joking around. Let's give the perfect example: the situation with Harry's wife. I guarantee you that was just, was the baby going to look more like you or Harry?
Oh God, I thought that was stupid.
And then she,
I thought that was stupid.
yeah, and then she took that personally because it's fun to be a professional victim, and that's
Like,
apparently what they're
yeah,
doing.
I get it.
Yeah.
She probably does get a little hate from the media.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like,
I'm sure. But boy, when I was in London in 2018, it was nothing but love. It was only after she became queen and became kind of resenting the life that she agreed to be a part of, where they turned on her,
Yeah.
Oh, she's a beautiful girl. I didn't see anything but, you know what? When I was in London, they hated the old man, her old man, who was a white guy.
Wait, Harry? I thought people liked Harry.
They hated. Oh, you mean from husbands? Probably. This is a speech thing. No, old man being her father.
Oh,
The princess's father. Yeah, he was kind of a wild man, But yeah, that changed. I mean, I don't know. Like, you fucking signed up for this shit. And then they're like, hey, you're going to look like Harry? You think he's going to be dark like you or white like Harry? I don't know if that's necessarily racist. If it even happened. If it even happened. It depends on how it's said.
It also depends on how she's been influenced to think that way from people around her.
Sure. I don't know if that's rate. That doesn't mean you hate black people.
No,
I mean, look.
Like,
All right, I'll give you a little insight. Although they've kind of gone away, my son's blue eyes, but my wife's a dirty blonde. I'm pretty dark for a white guy, as far as some of my features, eyes and hair. And our kid came out like ultra blonde, and ultra German looking, and it's like, so we said that my son's genes took from the German side of the family more than they did from my side. I don't think that's racist. I think it's just like a fact. So like I said right here, this tweet itself, before my daughter's melanilla, I can't even say the word right, came in, I thought I had a whole white. Okay, that's funny, but if you take this stuff, it becomes a lot less funny. That's why I think she's racist. All right, get out of here. Talk to you later. Back of the bus.
Wait, no.
What do you need? What do you want? What do you want?
Wait, do you call Judgment Day Training Day?
Huh?
Like you said, training. You know the film Training?
Oh,
Day,
it's
right?
a Judgment Day. Was it called? I think it's called.
It's called Training.
There's a
it was
movie called
Training.
Judgment Night that I always get it confused. Is it Judge? Yeah, maybe.
Denzel Washington, Officer Hoyt. That's the film you're on about, right?
Yeah. Day.
It's Training Day.
It's Training Day. I was
Retard.
right. It's
You retard.
No, I was right. Training Day.
No, you said Judgment Day. You always say Judgment Day.
Because all right. I'm retarded. Yeah, you're right. Because there's a movie I love with Dennis Leary called Judgment Night. Right? And I always get the two confused. It's kind of a gangster flick too. All right? I'm sorry. Get out of here. Don't criticize me. You shouldn't criticize white people.
Love phones.
Yeah.
Love phones.
All right, love phones too. Maybe Thursday if it stays kind of calm. Peace.
Hey Tommy, I got kind of like an update on something that was happening while we were on air.
Sure.
I sent you the tweet.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's check this out. Uh-oh. What do we got here?
It's
last night took a turn for the worst. Ever actually so close as you could painfully feel death? He's a dick. Good news is it's flexible and things can happen. He had a heart attack already? He's in good shape, isn't he? I'll be back for you.
I don't know if he had a heart attack. But
yeah, what happened to him?
Yeah, I think a lung collapse or something.
He's a smoker?
Cigar smoker. He went in for surgery, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, boy.
And I think something happened.
How old is he?
He's a little older than me.
By the way, for people listening on the podcast, we're talking about Steven Crowder. Apparently he's in the hospital and kind of suggesting that he just missed death. Oh, God, he's 34.
34 years old.
He's a kid.
He's been having health issues. He had a surgery or something. And
fucking start preparing your own food, Crowder. Seriously. Ugh, I wouldn't let anybody make my food if I was fucking out in the real world with, the way things are now. I think that's fucking crazy. Russians whack people all the time like that. They do. I ain't wrong.
I mean,
2013 conservative. Well, I hope he gets better. Made one of the greatest memes of all time.
Yeah.
Changed my mind. All right. All the best to Steven Crowder. I used to have a guy who was telling me that he was going to get me on Crowder, or Crowder was going to. I never believed him. I think he tried. I think the guy got mad because Crowder didn't respond to him. I'm like, dude, he's kind of out of my league there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you do? Yeah, he's awful young for those kind of health issues. You're right there. You're right. Scary stuff. Yeah.
I agree.
I don't think, no matter what you might think of his politics, nobody wants to see that happen to a young guy. What have you. Oh, God. Carlos Mazza is like in the second paragraph of his fucking Wikipedia. I don't really find him particularly funny. I kind of like him more of his. I know his comedy is kind of like not for me. The conservative style comedy has never been for me.
It's very exaggerated. Like,
yeah, I would say he's no talent or anything. It's just not my bag. I mean, he's done some funny stuff. The Chank stuff was probably the best stuff he ever did. You ever see Steven Crowder's Chank?
I think so.
Oh, it's good. It's really, really funny. I don't know. See, how does Chank spell his name? Chank, Young Turks.
C-E-N-K.
C-N-K? Okay.
C-E-N-K.
Oh my God, it doesn't autocomplete. Get the fuck out of there. They buried it. They had to. This is the Chank. Oh yeah, he's got Chank right here. This is pretty funny. They're not funny with that.
No white straight male needs an AK-15. Okay,
That's pretty funny.
That's not what they meant. They didn't mean any AR-47s. Do the research. That's absolutely correct. We'll have it listed at GeoCities.
Yes, I agree with you, Chank. So fucking much.
All right, that was really good. Yeah, I remember used to play Chank. It was good. That was good. I'm gonna say it's not like I think it's not my thing. I don't like to mix, that much politics. I used to like it with my with the comedy, but yeah, that was like bits like that are amazing. Yeah.
Did Crowder confront him in character? Didn't he try to confront him in character or something?
I bet Shank didn't take it well because he's like humorless. Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. All right, let's check that out. Did he interrupt? I don't like that. Unless this is planned. No, I don't like that. I hate when fucking lefties do that. No, I won't watch it. I hate when lefties shout people down. It's fucking friendship tactics. I hate that. I think it's cool if it was planned or something, and then maybe Chank took it well. Or maybe it is planned.
Basically what he does,
makes money
is he makes money by you watch, right? Like he's he rock, boy, rock my dick. So I do
he makes more money than you now. You got surpassed there, Chank.
homophobic stuff too, right? And I go, and then I feel like you're a homophobe, but really,
all right. I watched. This is actually pretty funny. I had to watch this. All right.
Money by you watch, right? Like he's he rock, boy, rock my dick. So I do this homophobic stuff too, right? And I go, and then I feel like you're a homophobe, but really.
The way he yells and points, that's like he's got that. It's down. All right, that's pretty funny. He's done some good stuff on the internet. I'll be feel better. Well, that was really funny. I wish I had the money to go do that. I don't. If that was, I don't know. It's obviously Chank was playing along a little bit. So, but I don't like when people interrupt in the political. I really hate that. I fucking hate it. Chank was good humored about it, and that's cool. But no, it's like shouting somebody down. Look, in fairness, he was trying to make people laugh, but it wasn't a show. As far as I know.
Yeah.
The Young Turks was compiled to speak the 8th room full of people as anticipated. The situation was dull, uneventful, and uninspired. Well, that's probably true. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. I never liked it. It is the funniest thing he ever did. It was planned by Crowder, not Shank. Yeah, I don't like shouting people down, no matter how boring it might be or fucking dumb. Everybody seems to be smiling. I don't know. I don't know. It's brown shirt tactics. Although brown shirts go and destroy everything and scare everybody. It's not as bad, but no, don't like it. Don't like it for anybody. Is that it? You want to take some calls or?
We take the Del Toledo.
Del Toledo. Want to close it out? Jerk off.
Hello?
I hate you.
I think there's a problem with the cell phones that try to jump into Discord.
I recommend they don't. I think they just get bored and fucking. There's no way. I wish we could play. Oh, I wonder if we get a music bot in there and we'll play really fucking outrageously bad elevator music.
D Toledo, you unmuted. What?
Ready?
Yes.
Tommy, you there?
Yes, I am. How are you?
Oh, sorry, my mic was off. Holy shit.
Sure.
Hey, so Tommy, how you doing, man?
Outrageously good. How can I?
Just thought I hop in and ask you.
I'm going to blow. I'm literally going to blow you. How long have you been watching the show?
Probably like quite some time.
Yeah. All right. What do I do to people that constantly? How you doing? How you doing? What's going on? What do I do to them? What happens?
I just wanted to ask you. I sent you a tweet earlier. On Twitter.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
You're
worse than Dead Freak. Go. What?
So there are some people that tweeted. Let's see. Some guy named Let's Play a Game, and some guy named Matt. I sent you on
what did
Twitter,
they tweet?
right?
What did they tweet? Maybe I took you off. Yeah. What's up?
You're talking about Augie, the back and forth.
Yeah,
with Augie?
yeah, Augie. Yeah.
Yeah, they tweeted out a picture of Augie underage.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly,
I saw that. I try not to bring. I try to do the funny stuff. Yeah, it's crappy. What are you gonna do? Augie's big public.
Yeah.
Augie's big boy's adult. It sucks that they can't do that to me because I'm too old. There's no pictures of real me hanging around.
Yeah.
And if I was going to release a picture of me that young, I would put it out. It sucks. What can you do? Augie's a public figure. We're all going to have to deal with doxing and stuff like that. It comes with the territory. It's still wrong. And really creepy because he's clearly a minor in the picture, but I'm not going to fucking grandstand.
Yeah. It's
some account with 3 followers.
Yeah, like what are you going to do? You can't.
Yeah, that's true. Also, I think it's kind of ironic that Paige called Augie a racist when she has a history of her being racist herself.
Absolutely. I would totally agree. I mean, she's kind of a bigot. All right. Thanks for the call, buddy.
That's all I have to say. Thanks, Tommy.
Jessica Bizzle. Prego. Big Prego. Hey.
She has issues always with because she's on.
His issues because she's a woman. That's the problem.
Yeah. Give her a sec. She might pop.
That tends to be the problem. A woman has hard time with technology.
She was. I heard a clip of her bitching.
What?
She was bitching about this. Like she said, our Discords don't work or something like that.
Discord has been weird. I'm based. I don't know what her fucking price. She's usually like really good about it. Like everybody is. Pop them in and out. Maybe that's Jessica Pizzle. Blowing it. I don't know what the hell to tell you. There she goes. It's not working. All right. If you have to call it on a phone, all right, I got some advice for you. If you have to call on a phone, unless you have like some kick-ass data and you want to spend it on fucking calling here on Discord, you need to stand still. That's the trick. It's just that unless you got some kind of kick-ass data signal, you need to stand the fuck still. You cannot walk around the house like it's a regular phone call. You gotta sit down, call. If you get a good section, you can. As soon as you move into another area of the house, especially if you're on Wi-Fi, Especially if you're on Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's gonna fuck up the signal. So that's my advice. It's pulling me from one group to another. Oh, sorry to hear that. Well, Jessica, I want to make.
We're not going to give you the ability to enter.
What did she say?
To give me the ability to enter.
No.
No.
She's looking at Folly. She's begging me Folly. No. I know you're a spy. Absolutely. All right, I'm done. I think I'm done. I was gonna do a members. I'm not really up for it. I'm having problems scheduling my shit. Probably should go to bed. Yeah, but I think I will do one before the let's see. I'll give you. Well, I got till Sunday. Well, actually, let's see. I can do one tomorrow. I can do Thursday. I can do Friday, and I can do Saturday. So maybe tomorrow morning, my time, we'll have a conversation, and then we'll put that information out there for our members. So Jessica Pizzle can call in. What a fucking... I'm afraid to... Why am I clicking on something fucking...
It's just how to call into Tommy C with it like a boss.
Okay. Yeah. You just played it. Oh, I haven't... Yeah, that's a good idea. I was just thinking of that before. I should probably put this in some of... Oh, something went wrong. It just takes me to Creator Studio, you dipshit. Goddamn.
I got it right here. Hold on.
Send it to me. We'll play that thing. We haven't played it in a while. I was thinking about starting one of the, like every so often, like different bits, maybe throw them back in after a while. We haven't used them. Something like that.
Yeah. Send it to you.
You send it to me? Yeah, it's pretty fun. Well, a few times Verse contributed, like the way he should. Yeah, this is a lesson for y'all callers. You can handle this. This is made by High as a Kite and Verse, I think.
Hi, I'm Verse from Shopping the Point, and today I'm going to teach you how to call in to Tommy C's Shopping the Point Live. Be sure that your input and output device are properly selected so that you may have the highest microphone quality possible. Go into Check If Mic Works voice channel. Santa Claus or any other pack mule will be in there to check your mic quality. Once tested for mic quality, enter waiting to call. Tommy C will drag you into the call once ready. Watch show to understand show topic. Greet Tommy Callanan with long-time listener, first-time caller. All remarks should be unrelated to show topic at all times. Always play the stream in the background as loudly as possible. We love reverb at Shopping the Point. Please confirm with Tommy that he can hear you approximately 3 times before talking about the subject of your call. If you're a first-time caller from Shopping the Point, please be sure to mention the Baited podcast. Tommy loves to talk about that one. See those little kids' toys behind Tommy? He loves those. Go ahead, ask him about them. Prepare to be nuked.
Do that right. You don't have your fucking family.
Tommy, you're not a victim.
I didn't say I was a victim.
I'm a victimizer, motherfucker. You MLG whole fucking dirty.
Bye.
Kite does good work. He's giving me a lot of stuff over the years. Kite's like a working man. He's like a real man. You know, good stuff. Real good stuff. Kite has a lot of... He probably doesn't get enough credit. Well, he's not consistent. But when he does do stuff, he does great stuff. But he's not consistent because he's like a real working person. And not a stupid slob like me. Rarely social. It says, click here to wave back.
That's just a Discord thing.
Yeah.
Boomer.
I can wave my own. I don't need to click on shit. Let's get the fuck out of here, man. Bye.
Adios.
You're gonna see some Patreons in the chat, and you can be one of them. I don't know why you want to be, but if you do, well, if you want to send me money, that's how it usually works. Here they are. See you on Thursday.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me.
Oh, sorry, Patty Paige.
She about to catch a pedigree. Chi-town, the King's home, slapping fives, black stones, 6 mile to danger zones. Bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated to evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead the Migos to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe.
It might be time. It might be time for love phones, bro.
Let's do it.
Yeah.